Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Help for the Guildless. My name, of course, is Antoine, and I'm going to be doing something I haven't done in a while. And that's a response video. And the whole reason I'm doing this is because a small little Twitter spat has garnered my attention. And the person that is going to be the target of my ire is someone I don't like, and someone most people don't like because he is intellectually dishonest and hypocritical at best. Michael Rowlands, the low-hanging fruit of the Christy Winters hate mob. Michael Rowlands got pissed off that a YouTuber by the name of No Bullshit blocked him on Twitter. You're telling me that someone who has many, many more subscribers than him doesn't want to waste his time listening to the red-headed stepchild of a hate group that doesn't want to do anything but shut people down. That gives me more respect for No Bullshit than it does for Michael Rowlands. So, I'm going to go through his latest video, since he puts out so many. I don't understand how he has the amount of subscribers he does with the lack of content and the lack of substance. Anyway, I'm going to go through his latest video where he is basically spending 3 minutes bitching about No Bullshit blocking him. And then I'm going to respond at certain intervals to kind of point out Michael's hypocrisy. I know this is all very standard fare for a response video. I'm not going to be nice, and there's reasons why, which I will show you in a little bit. But let's let Michael start down the road of, well, intellectual dishonesty, shall we say.
Good morrow, meine Freundin. It's good to see you all. How are you?
I'm fine, Mikey. How are you? I can barely hear you because you chose to record near a busy thoroughfare. Could you have not found a quiet place to record? Is it impossible? Do you live in a car? Do you live on the street? You look like you live on the street, but that doesn't mean you have to record. I know you can go to a library and at least that's quieter, or even a parking garage. Come on, man. This is bush-level bullshit. I don't know why your subscribers put up with it.
Just wanted to make a quick update on this whole no bullshit thing that happened to me this morning. So they blocked me.
They blocked you? Oh, Mikey, I'm sure it was a mistake. I guarantee it was a mistake. They want to hear your opinion. They want you to tweet at them every second of every day. They want to know everything that you have to say. Everything. I'm sure of it. Just ask nicely and I'm sure they'll unblock you. I'm sure of it. It's not like you asked them to be flagged or harassed or tweeted at or anything like that by your thousands of followers. That couldn't possibly be the case.
What a regressive, censoring, snowflake, SJW, cuck, feelings hurt person.
Mikey, if you could project any harder, it would slap us from the other side of the computer screen. I don't know what to tell you. You being blocked by someone who doesn't want to listen to your opinion doesn't make him a regressive, or an SJW, or a cuck. I'm pretty sure you don't understand what a cuckold is, but it's what you are. No, I take that back. You actually have to get laid before you can have it taken away from you.
Can't even take a little bit of criticism. Just a tiny little bit of criticism and he goes back into his little safe space to have a bit of a cry. Where? I'm no bullshit. No bullshit. More like no handle shit.
I'm not even going to make fun of you. That was painful to watch. It made me feel bad. To quote Ranting Monkey, your life makes me sad.
Should have come up with a bit of pun before I started this.
You were trying to make a joke, not a pun. A pun is a play on words. A joke is making light of a situation. It makes so much sense now that you don't understand humor because you can't differentiate between two simple things. Another thing to add on top of the pile of you being a moron.
I just thought I'd do that. Anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. I also thought it was kind of funny that, his audience behaves the same way that many of the quote-unquote rational skeptics.
Just say who you mean. You mean Bering. He reminds you of Bering. His fans remind you of Bering fans. Just say what you mean. Don't beat around the bush.
His audiences do. Many of my friends have confirmed that, in fact, he is very much like Bering.
Called it!
With his bullshit. And I just went and checked. I went and saw, there was one video that popped up, and it was about, what are they called? The Young Turks. And if you went to the original video, first of all, you see all the downvotes, and also the video has been flagged as inappropriate by the YouTube community, which is code for all of his rational, skeptical followers decided that they would false flag the video because they can't handle dissenting opinions.
Alright, first off, just because the Young Turks video has a bunch of downvotes, and the fact that No Bullshit was talking about it, doesn't mean he sent a slew of fans there to downvote the video. That would mean he is able to control a mass mob of people, and he is responsible for them. You keep trying to push this, but yet don't hold your own fans culpable as you hold people you don't like. You need to stop that. Second, if it's flagged for inappropriate content, there is a possibility that the YouTube heroes deemed it as inappropriate content. It doesn't mean that all of No Bullshit's fans went and flagged it. You need to stop with this mob mentality thing. You want to hold the anti-side accountable for their fans because they outnumber yours. You cannot do that. It's an impossibility. And third, the rational skeptic community, if they don't like what the Young Turks have to say because they are extremely biased, does not mean that they went on a false flagging campaign to get the video removed or demonetized or labeled inappropriate. You are making huge, jumping assumptions with no proof whatsoever besides your own mental deranged fantasies. You want a villain so bad that you make one up. You have no proof, and yet you state it like it's fact, so that the 2,600 people that you have subscribed to you believe what you have to say. They think you have proof. You're just telling them. You're no better than No Bullshit.
So, No Bullshit, if you're watching this, for one, fuck you for your incitement of harassment and whatnot. And second of all, cry more, you regressive SJW snowflake crybaby.
You have no proof of any harassment he has initiated. What he's talking about is this tweet right here, which in his last video he was talking about how No Bullshit had found a new target, which the tweet does state, except Michael Rowlands didn't know who this was. This is the Cash Me Outside girl, the young millionaire who is completely out of her mind insane. But he's saying that No Bullshit incited harassment against her. He has no proof of it. Again, thinking that No Bullshit can control his fans. As for calling him a SJW crybaby and needing to cry more, blocking you doesn't mean he's crying. Blocking you just means he doesn't need or want to listen to you. That's it. You think your opinion matters to everyone. Unfortunately, it doesn't. This is a very regressive and selfish and narcissistic way of thinking, and unfortunately you are a fucking psychopath. You are creating villains where there are none, and you are trying to fight things that don't need to be fought. You are insane.
Just go have a bit more of a cry in your safe space, in your circle jerk safe space. It's so funny. A lot of people on Twitter have said that he's blocked them as well, which is weird. I mean, like I say, I don't care about blocking. I do it all the time.
Wait, just 1 second. You don't care about blocking. You do it all the time, and yet you have spent the last 2 minutes bitching about him blocking you. Cognitive dissonance. You almost have an understanding of what you're talking about, the concepts that you're grasping. The problem is you don't want to understand them. You are a hypocritical asshole. And yes, I have proof. Now, it's anecdotal proof because it happened to me. We were having a conversation, Mikey. You may not remember it because you block people all the time. But you were obsessing over Bering and every single fucking thing he was saying at the time. You still do. And I made a joke to Bering saying that you wanted his big, brown, furry D. And you still do. You misconstrued it as I was telling you that Bering wanted your D. And you were like, yes, he does. He loves me. He wants me. I said, no, Michael, I was talking about you. You responded to me and then blocked me so I couldn't see the response. I had to get one of my friends who you hadn't blocked yet to tell me what it said. You blocked me because I'm funnier than you. That's sad. I'm wittier than you, so you block me. I didn't bitch about it. I laughed about it because you couldn't handle someone who at the time had 50 subscribers and maybe 24 followers on Twitter. You couldn't handle it. So you went into your intellectual safe space. You went into your circle jerk echo chamber. And here you sit talking about how you don't care about blocking, but you're bitching about being blocked. That's a catch-22. It's kind of do as I say, not as I do, which is hypocritical. You're intellectually dishonest, and you know you are. Which is why you have the dumb smirk on your face that you do now.
But this seems like one of those people who would go on about how SJWs can't handle criticism. They can't handle they can't handle the heat of the internet. You know, it's the internet. You should just deal with it. And if you can't handle it, get off the internet. It's just words, man.
And that's very true. It is just words. And I have more proof that your little hate mob can't handle criticism. You see, there are 6 of you. Steve Shives, Christy Winters, you, Kevin Logan, Chrisiosity, and Tim Blake. I am showing you 3 examples of your friends that can't handle criticism because they've blocked me. I almost have the full set. You all have an echo chamber. Now, if you sent all of your 2,600 subscribers after him to flag his tweets, to go after his account, well, you are doing the same thing that you say Bering does, except you think you have the moral high ground because you are protecting women. You're protecting the cash me outside girl. You're an idiot, Michael. An intellectually dishonest hypocrite who thinks it's okay to do these things, but not okay to have it done to them. Your entire circle of friends does nothing but block people that they cannot intellectually handle. So yes, it's just words. If you can't handle it, get off the fucking internet.
Just words. Just take some criticism, bro. Just man up, fucking snowflake. So yeah, hashtag blocked by no bullshit. Catch you later.
And that was little Mikey Rowland, whose head is so far up his own ass that he doesn't understand what he's saying. I'm going to take a quote from a very, very eloquent speaker. His name is Jerry the King Lawler. Mikey Rowlands, you have diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain because you don't understand how words work. You don't understand that what you say means something. You don't care about blocking, yet you want to start a hashtag blocked by no bullshit. And that's only in response to the hashtag blocked by Steve Shives. The difference is I'm not blocked by no bullshit, and I've never had any interaction with him. I'm blocked by Steve Shives, and I have never once talked to him. Not once. I'm blocked by Kevin Logan, and I have not once talked to him on Twitter. You're intellectually dishonest. You're a hypocrite, and you think you can do no wrong because you are protecting, protecting the virtue of a degenerate girl who mouths off to her mother and decided to mouth off to a studio audience and got famous by being a meme. You are a joke. And it's why you are the low-hanging fruit of the lowest hanging fruit of Christy Winters and her group. When people think of Who Hates Bearing and Sargon, they don't think of you, Michael. They think of Christy Winters. Hell, they think of Tim Blake. You are as far from their thoughts as anyone can be. Your relevance is minimal, and yet you want to get your 2,600 plus subscribers to go after somebody. I don't understand where you think your moral high ground is. I really don't, because as far as I can tell, your moral high ground is about as tall as a step stool. You can feel morally superior, but you are not. You are the lowest common denominator. You want people who you don't agree with to shut up. Harassment goes both ways, you fucking twit. And that's all I really have to say about this moron. But I'd love to know what you have to say. Let me know in the comments. If you like what I do here, please hit like, share, and subscribe. Don't worry, I'm going to be sharing this with Mr. Music Man Mikey. I'm going to tag him in this. I'm going to tag him on Twitter. I don't care if he can't see it. His friends can. And I hope they share it with him because I think this is one of the most intellectually dishonest people on YouTube thus far. If you want to follow me on any of my social medias, all the links are down below. And guess what? You can come throw hate at me all you want. I don't care. I don't block people. So thank you for listening. This has been Help for the Guildless. My name once again is Antoine, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Except you, Rowlands. Fuck you!
Shh.